first and 10. It's Trubisky being chased out left. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Trubisky will throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. A quick toss outright. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 43. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Second and 12. Out of the gun, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Sets up 4th.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken just inside the 10, and he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll throw from the gun. Flush to his right. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Jones. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones, and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Akeem Hicks make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Down. 3rd and long.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
On 4th down, Jones got a man, Slayton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. 17 yards and a giant first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 8. Gun, Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Jones now throwing on 4th down. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
8-yard line.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Bears 7, Giants nothing.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
He was brought down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Lock in.
Now Cohen. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky, and this is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Yards to go.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. O'Shane Ximines gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On first down, Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Jones throwing on first down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
Here's Jones on first down. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts them in better shape here for 2nd and goal. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Short of the goal line.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is
and
good.
It's up and good.
Ties the game at 7. Graham Gano set to
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hey, Mike 20.
On third down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play, so they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Play action. Now Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Jones on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Check the hot read. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Number 29.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 22-yard line.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
18. 3 down. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Here's Trubisky. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The score.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
The score, Giants 14, Bears 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Trubisky to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Trubisky now off the bootleg. And this one's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This one caught by Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Giants.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This a quick pass to Davis. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 14. Matt Prater set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A 4-yard.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Jones now on 1st and 10. Catch made by Slayton. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And some room to maneuver. The 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Giants 21. Bears 14. Graham Gano.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Gets this to his running back, Torrey Cohen. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Alert, 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 alert. He's coming, alert, 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 alert. Motion, alert, 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 alert.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is a quick pass from Trubisky. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
1st and 10.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They try again with Cohen. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Tariq Cohen, the ball.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Lock in.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Lorenzo Carter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Throwing now is Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Giants, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
down.